This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
The following is a Red Apple Podcast Network presentation.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it.
Welcome to Dominic Carter's podcast. This is Dominic Carter's City Hall. Now, here's Dominic Carter.
Red Apple Podcast, Talk Radio 77 WABC. You can listen to me, Dominic Carter, on Sunday nights from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. and on weeknights, midnight to 1 a.m. Posturing can raise hell. It can make us feel good in the moment. Yeah, we told you, we put you in your place. But posturing can also be deceptive, slicing your own throat and you don't see it coming. Teamsters President Sean O'Brien, can you hear me now? 30,000 jobs gone solely because of your tough guy approach. This is my podcast. Let's go. Here is what posturing can lead to. New York City Mayor Eric Adams misplays his hand with Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Adams tries to welcome migrants, playing politics, and look at us now. We are stuck with the migrant crisis. Posturing. Members of the Teamsters Union have lost their jobs, and there is one labor leader to blame. 30,000 jobs gone because the Yellow Trucking Company, a company with a 99-year history, has gone out of business. 30,000 jobs gone, 22,000 belonging to Teamster members. No need to look any further for blame than the president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, Sean O'Brien. Teamsters Union President Sean O'Brien styles himself as a fighter, an in-your-face kind of guy, daring big corporations to mess with him and his members. Hey, he's so bold. He operates under the Twitter handle of @Teamster S.O.B. He has to be great at the work he does, right? Putting companies in check. He recently negotiated a deal with UPS that averted a strike and won some concessions. So he must be doing good, right? Well, he single-handedly put Yellow Trucking Company out of business. Poof! 30,000 jobs gone, 22,000 members of the Teamsters Union. In the negotiation with Yellow Trucking, O'Brien tweeted a photo of a gravestone that read, Yellow 1924 to 2023. Our owner-operator, John Katsimatidis, spoke with attorney Mark Kasowitz, who represented Yellow Trucking.
I saw you on Fox News a few days ago, and you represent the Yellow Trucking Company, and everybody was shocked how this company went out of business, went bankrupt, and 30,000 people, the Teamsters, are been laid off. And I was shocked that the Teamsters and management couldn't sit down and work out so 30,000 of their members don't go out of business or lose their jobs.
Well, it's a terrible story, John. But this is one of those situations, very, very unique, I think. But this is one of those situations where the blame, unfortunately, all falls on one side. And it falls on the side of the Teamsters Union. And the reason that it falls on the side of the Teamsters Union is that Yellow had been engaged in a very well-known, well-publicized, well-conceived plan to modernize its business. And it needed to modernize its business because it consists of 4 operating companies that it had merged with over the years. And those operating companies had some inefficiencies between and amongst them. In some instances, they were competing for the same loads and the same customers. So in 2019, Yellow embarked on an initiative called One Yellow to modernize its business to bring everything under one tent. And the first phase of that business was to do that modernization was out west in California. And the union at that time in 2020, 2021 agreed to some very, very minor changes in seniority for some of its members and in some of the additional jobs that some of its members, a very small percentage of them, would have to do on the West Coast. And Yellow succeeded in the first phase of its modernization effort, and it was working extremely well. Then what happened is union leadership changed, and the new leadership just absolutely refused to negotiate with Yellow for the rest of the country to implement these changes in the rest of the country. And One Yellow had been a concept that had been sold to all of the markets, to the lenders, to the government, to everyone else. But the union refused for the last 9 months to even sit down and discuss any of these changes, as a result of which Yellow wasn't able to implement the changes, and ultimately it went out of business. But this is solely in the lap of the Teamsters. You mentioned 30,000 employees. There were 30,000 employees of this company who were out of work. 22,000 of them are Teamsters. And all of this was brought to the attention of the union 9 months ago. And consistently over the last 9 months, Yellow's leadership had been making repeated requests of the union to sit down and negotiate. I mean, frankly, John, they were practically begging the union to sit down and negotiate so that One Yellow could be finished, and the union just flat out refused to do it.
Mark, let me ask you a question. Didn't the members themselves try to talk to the union leadership and say, we don't want to lose our jobs? I mean, I see nobody, all across the country, nobody really, they're scratching their head, don't understand it. What did the members say?
It's very difficult to understand. The management went out to try to deal directly, with the members, to try to tell them what was happening and what was coming and why their leadership was not serving them well. And for whatever reason, whether the union leadership, we know for a fact, we have evidence of it, that the union leadership was just trying to quell any dissent whatsoever. At the last minute, John, virtually the week, within a week before the company had to file, the union leadership came to the company, called them repeatedly over the course of a weekend, wanting to make a deal, saying, hey, we've got to make a deal. And probably what happened then was that the membership was up in arms, because they realized what was about to happen. But by that time, it was too late. The business was evaporating because the union had threatened to strike.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You know that feeling when someone shows up for you just when you need it most? That's what Uber is all about. Not just a ride or dinner at your door. It's how Uber helps you show up for the moments that matter. Because showing up can turn a tough day around or make a good one even better. Whatever it is, big or small, Uber is on the way. So you can be on yours. Uber, on our way.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Summer tastes like Tic Tac. Tantalize your taste buds this sunny season with citrus adventure and orange. 2 everyday flavors that bring summer in every. Tic Tac Citrus Adventure is a yummy, vibrant medley of lemon, lime, and mandarin. And Tic Tac Orange is the perfect mix of tangy and sweet. Visit us at Tic Tac USA on social to refresh your summer with Tic Tac.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Our owner-operator, John Catsimatidis, speaking with attorney Mark Kasowitz. When asked by Fox Business if he felt any responsibility for Yellow Trucking Company going out of business, Teamsters President Sean O'Brien had the nerve to say, no, not at all, that it was Yellow's fault. I wonder if with the 30,000 jobs now gone, 22,000 his own union members, if those people on the unemployment line can cash that check that O'Brien wrote with his big tough guy approach. Switching gears to a much lighter topic now. The other day, I'm listening to my colleague Curtis Lewa, and I hear graduation music. He says that another 77 WABC host, Anthony Weiner, and myself have graduated. Curtis also goes on to discuss the very high ratings of The Dominic Carter Show.
The other graduate, though, that I'm pleased to give his certificate to, he's been at it longer, from the old WABC, Dominic Carter, at night. His ratings have gone through the roof. I think the day that Dominic Carter recognized that he was never going to be a TV broadcaster again, an announcer, and decided to devote his craft to becoming the best talk radio host he could be. In listening of late, he sounds to me like a black version of Bob Grant. He's caustic, he's friendly, he laughs, he's sociable, he tells stories, and nobody knows about mental health care issues better than Dominic Carter, who had to suffer through his life with his own mother, who was traumatized by this, and as a result, he was traumatized. And he shares that with the audience in a way you won't hear at any other radio station, won't see on any TV station, won't hear on any podcast in the nation. So I am proud today, Professor Curtis Lewa, to graduate 2 of my students, Anthony Weiner, who gains an extra hour and is ready to take on all of you Trumpers on Saturdays at 2. If you miss it live, get it on the podcast. And Dominic Carter, who's gotten an extra hour on Sunday nights, 11 to 1, has been doing a lot of substituting, and catch him Monday through Fridays, 12 to 1. He is the ratings leader at night. Well, standing ovation for me. I'm the professor, right, at Talk Radio. I've been doing this 35 years. Anyway, I'm so proud. Busting our buttons and britches. That's right, flip-flop, flip-in. You can give it up. They worked hard. They worked hard and they deserve it. Maybe some of our colleagues can learn from their work ethic and maybe listen more to Curtis Lewa, who really knows talk radio. This is what we have chosen to do. I didn't ask for this. but I know how to do it.
Well, thank you, Professor Sliwa. And that is all the time we have for this episode. Thank you, folks, for joining us. If you are interested in my remarkable book on my life titled No Mama's Boy, or even the Dominic Carter bobblehead doll, go to my website, all one word, DominicCarterOnline.com, DominicCarterOnline.com. If you order the book at my personal website rather than Amazon, I can personally sign it for you. You can catch me on 77 WABC, weeknights midnight to 1 a.m. Go check out the Dominic Carter merchandise at the 77 WABC store. From Dominic Carter t-shirts to hats and much more, go to WABCRadiostore.com. Also follow me on YouTube, where you will see videos from me about the podcast and the radio show, youtube.com/Dominic Carter. We will see you the next time. Dominic Carter, Red Apple Podcast, Talk Radio 77 WABC.
I gotta make it.
Dominic Carter socials on Twitter at Dominic TV and Facebook and Instagram. Dominic Carter TV. Email at dominic.carter@wabcradio.com. Until the next episode, be well. And as Dominic always says, stay positive. The glass is always half full, never half empty. Dominic Carter City Hall.